Every coach wants faster, more explosive athletes, and plyometric training can help increase an athlete's speed and improve their power output. A plyometric activity is a quick, powerful movement involving an eccentric contraction phase, an extremely brief isometric stabilization phase, followed by an explosive concentric contraction phase. The word plyometric is derived from the Greek root words plyo, meaning more, and metric, meaning measure. The purpose of a plyometric exercise is to enable a muscle to reach its maximal strength in the shortest time possible. Plyometric activities assist athletes in accomplishing this by training the athlete's body to recruit as many muscle fibers as possible to initiate a movement. This is referred to as starting speed. Plyometric activities also help develop explosive strength, which is the strength required to sustain a movement against resistance. Plyometric training can assist athletes in increasing their stride length, acceleration speed, and improving ground contact forces necessary to sprint faster, change directions quicker, and jump higher. These physical skills can all be developed through optimum performance training. The OPT plyometric model is a 6-phase program that begins with a stabilization phase, which focuses on teaching athletes to land correctly, use good posture, and train reactive neuromuscular efficiency. Basically, this phase helps reduce and prevent injuries in the future phases. 2 exercises should be selected in this phase, performed with 1 to 3 sets and 5 to 8 repetitions per set. They should be performed under a controlled tempo until mastery is demonstrated. The next 3 phases are the plyometric strength phases. They focus on improving ground contact forces through repetitive movements. This requires the athlete to spend less time on the ground and helps increase eccentric strength and their rate of force production through repetitive movements. During these phases, resistance can also be added using weighted vests or resistance bands. But don't add too much weight to the athlete because excessive weight will only develop strength, not speed. 1 to 4 exercises should be selected for 2 to 3 sets with 8 to 10 repetitions performed per set. The last 2 phases of the plyometric OPT model are the plyometric power phases. Now these phases engage the entire body, and the sets and reps should be performed as fast and explosively as possible. 2 exercises should be selected for 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 12 repetitions per set. Now, plyometric activities should always be performed prior to heavy resistance training, and it's recommended that plyometric training never be utilized at the end of a workout to prevent injuries. Now, the most important thing when training with plyometrics is to stress proper form with your athletes. Injuries often occur due to lack of supervision, overtraining, or inappropriate training techniques. So make sure that your athletes are performing the sets correctly as possible, demonstrating proper form. Also, to reduce injuries, we need to make sure that our athletes are using proper footwear and that all of these exercises are being performed on shock-absorbing surfaces like grass or padded field turf, not on paved surfaces or gymnasium floors. To avoid overtraining, athletes should have about 48 hours between workouts to prevent shin splints. And there always should be emphasis on plyometric training, should be watching for quality repetitions, not the quantity of repetitions.